Cassidy, Leora. I feel like a marshmallow, and today is day 17 of NaNoWriMo. Yeah, you bet I'm playing Christmas music for this video. So, today is November 17th, which also means that it is one of my characters, Bear's birthday. Yay! I'm so happy that it snowed on his birthday because, like, it's just great. It just fits. Oh my gosh, the sunlight. It just blinded me. Look how pretty it is, though. Oh, it's so pretty. Yes, I do indeed celebrate my characters' birthdays. No shame for that. I have had so much fun on my characters' birthdays because last year for Bear's birthday, I had an apple, which was his favorite kind of food, and I ate the entire thing. I stuck a little candle in it and lit it, and it was the greatest thing ever. So yeah, I'm one of those weird authors that, like, their characters are real people, but if my characters weren't like real people, then why would I be writing about them? So this year for Bear's birthday, I really have no idea what I'm gonna do for him besides march around out in the snow as I am, because that's a ton of fun for me, and celebrate his birthday through a video. So kind of the point of talking about his birthday in today's video is because I wanted to go over the fact that your characters should be as real as if you were best friends with them. If you can't create characters that you feel are real human beings, then how do you expect your readers to think that they're real human beings either? So usually people go over the fact that characters need flaws and they can't be perfect because that's realistic, and I completely agree with that. But also, along with making them real, you have to feel like they're real. I don't know. It's not really a factual thing. It's It's not really a factual thing, you know. It's more of a feeling about your characters. Like one time I was rewriting one of my old books and I was stuck on a scene and I had no idea what this character would do because I kind of revamped his character. He was completely new to me, completely different than how I originally had written him. So what I did is I opened up a separate notepad and I literally asked the character. I was like, "Hey dude, what would you do in this scene?" And then I made him reply as if he was a real person. And it worked, like literally. I started writing from his point of view, and he was talking to me, and he legit told me what he would do. And it might seem pretty weird, but if your characters are real enough and you love them enough, then yeah, you can carry on a conversation with them and it'll be completely easy. Because I like to think that all of my characters speak differently and think differently than how I speak and think, and they really do. Their vocabulary is completely different, their thought process is completely different. They're different from one another, but they're also different from me, which is very important because I can talk to them as if they really were a different person. Sure, they came out of my brain, but that doesn't mean that they are me, and that they're little copies of me, because if that's the case, then I don't need to learn about them. I don't need to ask them questions or write their story because they're me, you know? So basically, try and make your characters different from one another, but also try and make them different from yourself. You can give them qualities and quirks, I know I do that are like me, that I can relate to, and more characters are more like me than others, but still they are their own people and they're unique in their own way, and I think that's very important to seeing them as real people and not just parts of yourself. Most people don't put so much pressure into making legit awesome characters, but I definitely do, because a character makes or breaks the story for me in every book I've ever read or written, and if I don't like the character enough, that book will not be one of my favorites. It might have a cool plot or an awesome world and 10,000 plot twists, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna like it if the characters are boring and just flat, if they're just not real, if I can't look at them and imagine them in my head and what they would say. If I can't hear their voice in my head, I'm not gonna like them, because that means that there wasn't a lot of effort put into their making as there was effort put into making the plot good. So I just listen to my characters, and if their voice is loud enough, of course I'm gonna write their story. But if I run across a character that I really want to write, that their voice is not quite so loud, like that's happening right now with this NaNoWriMo novel, I know who he is. I know that I want him in my book, but right now his voice just isn't loud enough for me to actually understand him clearly. So I'm gonna wait on that, and I'm sure that his voice will grow louder whenever it's actually his time to come into the story. So yeah, learn about your characters and love your characters because they are awesome, and then go out and celebrate their birthdays and talk to them all the time, and it's just a lot of fun. People might think you're a little crazy, but it doesn't matter. You're an author, you're gonna be crazy anyway. And that's basically all I wanted to talk about today. So I will be off now to finish my adventure in the snow. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Leave a comment down below on what your favorite character that you've written is. And give this video a like if you liked it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye!